Hello, it's James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade, and I am back here with Face of the Franchise in Madden 21. I played through the drill stuff, and after the drill it took me into a cutscene. So we missed a small cutscene with the guy that's doing the interviewing of us in our future. So now we are essentially a running back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 23-yard line. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Let's shut him down, D.
From the 41, Daniel over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 9. Good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Daniel. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd.
There we go.
Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
Down goes Daniel. That's what I want to hear.
Prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Miami punter out on the field. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Formations: gun, pistol, goal line. Which one would I be in? Let's try gun. And how about halfback sweep? No, neither of those look like me.
First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. Fighting through, and he's got space. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big-time run there by Anderson. 56 yards on the ground.
First down.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They show run with 3 times.
Now I'm in there.
On first down. He's able to work free for about 6 out of the 18. And Charles, it still is kind of strange to look down there and think about Tommy Matthews handing the ball to his high school teammate who's now behind him at the running back position.
Yeah, and you have to just think to yourself, okay, what's the best way to maximize talent? And head coach Red O'Brien, well, he played both of them at quarterback last year, and now he says, let's get them both on the field at the same time. One of them has to accept that role. Tommy Matthews is the quarterback. As you said, handing off to his teammate, the Heartbreak Kids are back together. A little bit different role for them now in this season. But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 7 yards on the play. And that'll make this a second down. Second down and 3. Right on the 7.
Second and 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the stop will come inside the 5 and the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package.
Whoa. What the hell did I just do?
Heavy package against that defense. Didn't it?
I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. First and goal from just inside the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
The hard yards. Hard yards.
This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get it down.
The running back.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And he will take this in
Got it.
for the Michigan State touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And Michigan State has taken the early lead.
Michael Schottenheimer for the extra.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist bump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Here's the unit. And hoping to do better than they
Making
did.
sure that the recording is actually recording, and it is.
Advantage of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down.
I am definitely far more interested in the game now that I'm a running back, to be honest.
And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
After one,
I can
7-0.
play more realistic games, if you will, where the score doesn't get quite so out of hand.
2nd down and 3. And hit behind the line. He lost the
Oh,
football.
Jesus.
It's
Really?
loose. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as it gets away. takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Yes.
Blitz coming and down goes.
The quarterback taken down and set.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
I'm not in there now.
On their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
This field position,
Are you kidding me?
what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now.
This looks familiar.
And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big time run there by Anderson. Give him 58 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this in for
Yes!
the touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Michigan State adds on to their lead. Well, for a kid that started his career as a quarterback, he's certainly showing a lot of conviction carrying the football.
Yeah, he is running with some power, and I think he's running some frustration out of his system, don't you think, partner? Because you know he wants to still be a quarterback. But Coach Red O'Brien made the switch. He has gone along with it. I think he just wants to show that he can contribute and contribute in a big way. And the way he's running the football, there's no doubt about it. They've made the right choice.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the
25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And some dangerous territory, already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And he might go all the way.
Come on.
At the 30.
Get that guy.
And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Our defense is
The Hurricanes now with a 1st and goal.
wounded.
Shotgun snap for Daniel.
No.
Quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route.
Come on, D. Get after him.
His size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd.
Yes.
Daniel under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence.
Get after him.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Yes.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I guess 60 pinch it is.
Here we go on 4th. Daniel. And that is going to be
They went for it. They went for it.
4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach,
Okay, just don't get tackled in the end zone, please.
But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter.
Yeah!
Let's get it later.
I'm going! I'm going! I'm going! I'm gone!
10, and he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And
wow.
Michigan State adds on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Well, that run's going to be hard to top.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Yes.
And he's going to go down again.
The quarterback sacked. Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Miami punter out on the field as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man.
Why didn't they just wait for the end of the clock?
This is taken at the 18.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Spartans 28, Hurricanes nothing.
Rah, 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 rah. All right, turn middle. Yeah.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
Okay, we're going with gun. We're going with wing tight. And the inside zone run there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
You know, we're seeing Matthews handing the ball off to his running back a lot more in this one. It kind of seems like Coach O'Brien has changed up his offensive strategy a bit for the national championship.
I feel like he's gone back to his defense.
What the hell was that?
Here, Brandon, because Coach Red O'Brien, as a DC before he became a head coach, he saw the game one way. Now he's seeing it a little bit differently. I think he took a step back and said he lost most of his own defense last year. They were dominant at times.
Screw it, we'll punt.
He's trying to slow the tempo a little bit, establish the run, and take charge of the game and take charge of the tempo this way.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And you can't do it much better than that.
Yes.
This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
On 1st down, Turner. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
7-yard line.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
Yes! Yes! Safety!
Taken down.
Tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way. Don't
Wait,
you?
wasn't that a
They
safety?
just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
The Miami punter out on the field. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Taken right around the 44. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Operating from the gun, Matthews.
Oh!
That is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, from our vantage point up here in the booth, and look, we have the luxury of kind of seeing the entire play from a bird's eye view, but his knowledge of blocking schemes seems pretty impressive.
Oh, I would agree with that totally, and I think it's similar to wide receivers that flip over to become defensive backs. Okay, you know what receivers are going to do because you used to do it that way. Well, as a former quarterback, he can see the entire play, the entire blocking pattern, and understand what it looks like before the ball's even snapped. And I think that's to his benefit, and of course, it's benefiting his team.
Why am I getting double teamed down there?
On 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now a handoff here to his running back.
And he hit him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
6-yard pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Check.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this in for the Michigan State
There we are.
touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to pour it on. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Hurricanes, nothing.
Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Oh, yeah.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure.
Yeah.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
A 6-yard loss.
The Miami punter out on the field. He's been terrific so far. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Miami punter out on the field as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Whoa, what happened there?
And he fields it cleanly. A great return there of 22 yards. And that will come the
That was
offense as
some
they take
crazy
over.
stuff. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it looked like some teleportation. Tight. See if we can make this
The
pass
offense now
happen.
at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
4-yard gain on the
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
I'm coming.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll get the first down.
Oh, boy.
Send to 20. And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
at their own 23-yard line.
out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Daniels pass.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Daniel. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
Could I please get a different...
Ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing again is Daniel.
Hey, interception.
Intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And shutting him off, now open field.
Oh, wow.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now this one was over a while ago as they just
have we broken the scoreboard yet?
49. Hurricanes, nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for
Nice catch.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Here we go. Mike three.
Daniel on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down.
Let me call my own plays, please. Why do you keep screwing me with these?
14.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
he's forced outright. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
To throw again on second down. Daniel, then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
It's caught. Here's Langford. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's
Get
see
him,
how this
get him,
plays out.
get him.
I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of
Damn
run
it.
after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays.
Now you'll let me call my
You gotta
plays.
hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Daniel throwing again. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Quarterback sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit
And
of
my
revenge?
plays are gone already. The heck? Is this some sort of balance mechanic?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Daniels pass.
Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit
Blitz,
of a
blitz,
lost opportunity
blitz.
there for the offense because
Send a
the
ball.
pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
And
We got plenty to catch.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Offense tried to get a little slick there and sneak the back out of the backfield and turn him into the primary deep receiver. But it was good coverage defensively, and they were able to break it up.
He's going to let it go again.
There we
And
go.
so he caught at the 30.
Finally.
And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. A great play there. 71 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The Heartbreak Kid connection, one finding the other, and they really make it look easy out there.
Oh, it's a special chemistry that they have, isn't it? And look, we go all the way back to their time in high school. Positions may have changed, roles may have changed, but what doesn't change, their friendship, their connection, and understanding where each is going to be on the field, no matter what the situation.
Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They are down big. They have not scored a single point
I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something. Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's caught.
Somebody caught it.
Tonight's
A really solid performance against a ranked opponent as they add a big win to the left-hand column.
Big win, you say? Just a little bit.
Want to talk about a story that's making the rounds, and that's the Heartbreak Kids and their indelible bond. Once again, taking college football center stage at the championship game later on tonight. It has been truly amazing and truly inspirational to watch this amazing journey that these kids have been on from start to finish to this point, showing off their character, their grit, their determination, their heart has been on full display for all of us to behold. And I normally don't say this, but I, for one, will be a Heartbreak Kid in spirit as they take the field in this big game tonight.
Okay. So the question is, how long has this episode been? I think we'll probably play this one.
Just one game remains in the college football season, and it promises, folks, to be
Cornhuskers,
one for the
huh?
ages. The two top teams and the final collegiate appearance of the Heartbreak Kids as well here in the Big Easy for the college.
At least it's a different team for
National
once.
Championship.
Playing all these Florida teams has been bleh.
Taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Here we go, the matchup we've been waiting for. Buckle in as we are off in the college football playoff national championship from New Orleans. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. From the gun, Matthews. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
from the
He
contest.
was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Huh.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first
Sort of
down.
is.
And you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
4th and 4, huh?
That's all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, after winning the national title last year, this team has been so focused on getting back, and they are back on the stage, Charles, and really playing some of the best offensive football that we've seen this year.
And that is so difficult to do, not just playing some of the best offensive football, but as you said, getting back to...
Get in the... You didn't... Oh, my God. You run your route beyond the first down line?
Those defenders have moved on. How about Tommy Matthews? He is now the starting quarterback for the entire season after having to split time last year, Brandon.
Unbelievable.
1st and 10, Nebraska.
Unbelievable.
From the gun, it's Lynch. He throws it against the slant route to Thomas. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
At the 21-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Play action. Now Lynch. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
Good job.
It's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2nd and 12.
Let me in.
Here's Young. Find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
The ball carrier.
And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
So gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down,
still
a
not
nickel
me.
formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Matthews. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 22.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Delayed give to Foster. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lynch. It is incomplete.
Lynch's pass.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, Jesus. No.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty.
Please let me pick my own.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you're doing max protection. Make it a 1-receiver route and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The 16-yard.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Grr. How do I...
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Young, big hold of the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Stop this.
They caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set. Fifth defensive back on the field.
Okay, R does whatever this is. Custom play options. Play the game out. No, that's not what I want to do. I just want to go back. Hey! Whatever I did, that's better.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the
No, that's not me. God damn it.
On second down now, it's Young. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Or 22 yards there, a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Michigan State now with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's good.
A nice carry there at 15 yards.
First down.
Broke off a pretty nice run there, and as he has runs like that, Charles, keep in mind he's doing it against one of the best defenses in the entire country.
And I remain impressed with
God
how he's
damn
made
it.
the transition from quarterback to running back. Knowledge of the blocking scheme. You know he studies every game plan just like a quarterback, so he sees the defenses like he would under center. That's making his job a little bit easier as he runs against this good defense, as you pointed out.
Yeah, we say it all the time, but speaking of making jobs easier, it makes the quarterback, Tommy Matthews' job so much easier when those running lanes are open because it's going to open up that passing game as well.
That's good.
10 yards the pickup, and that'll be good enough for the first.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, Matthews. His pass caught at the 4. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Would you let me call my own plays game?
Really good pickup on first down.
I don't want the suggested plays. How do I fix this?
Just found a hole in that. End zone.
From the 4, it's
God
2nd
damn
and a
it.
couple.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 2nd down.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. On the ground, they go with Young. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It'll go
it's a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches.
This is pissing me off. Huh. Well, Q puts me in whatever Q is. Q is this play.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up
What?
first downs.
No.
From the 2,
Okay,
here's
Q didn't
1st and
work
goal.
that time.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take
I gotta figure out a way to fix this. This sucks.
it in from 2 yards out. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Not much time. There's 5 minutes left.
Yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Okay, you let me choose my defensive plays right now, but you won't let me choose the offensive plays?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Gain of 5.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Lynch here off the bootleg. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running
Catch
back
him.
to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability and a sack resulted.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Very good return that time. 18 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Fuck!
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
Game, let me play. Let me call my own plays, please. What's going on? What is going on? Have I broken the game? What the hell?
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Ed, sure, let me call the defensive plays, but don't let me call the offensive plays. God damn, this thing's pissing me off.
There's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Cornhuskers now with a 1st and 10. Dixon running from the shotgun. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
No, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Fuck. Maybe chew clock? Maybe I'm in this thing? Am I in this? No, I'm not in here. God damn it.
Their next drive. On 1st down, Young. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. This is Young on the carry. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
All right, I'm gonna, I don't know, Google it or something. How do I call a timeout? How do I get to the menu? I mean... God damn it. This is pissing me off. Oh, hey. We got to something.
So a little
Yay.
bit of a different challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Ah!
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Successive penalties have him looking now at a 1st and 20. From the gun, Matthews. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Backfield.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
I wish I had a better play for passing.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Matthews. And he comes back with one complete.
Matthews.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11. We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
It's knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
All right.
Wanted to get that ball downfield, but nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
I'm gonna punt it.
Michigan State punter
At least we now
as he'll kick it
have
away
the
for
plays
2nd time.
working. So the next time we can actually run the football and get somewhere.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I wasn't paying attention to the punt at all,
At their
was
own
I?
20-yard line.
Okay, a little frustrated with technical mumbo jumbo.
Offense back out there at
Part of the
line
frustration
for
of
their
playing
next
with a
drive.
keyboard,
What do you think
not
goes
having
on
a
in this
controller to
situation?
play
You got
with.
the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the
Really?
defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Play after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cornhuskers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? Under pressure, they got him again.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
And unless this is a quick incomplete completion. This is likely the last play here of this first half.
With the score, Spartans 14.
I think
Cornhuskers
both of
3.
our scores were defensive. I don't really remember.
Who's going to celebrate as national champions? 2 quarters to find out as we get set for the final half of the college football season. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down fits the bill.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Play action. It's Lynch.
Yes.
A heavy rush, and down he goes. 10-yard. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
This is brought in at the 21. Fighting down past the 45. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
Gun. Over. Tight. And the run.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he'll give it here to his running back. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We've talked about his transition to running back and how impressive it's been. Gosh, I seem to be more impressed as he goes with his vision, Charles. He seems to see the lanes much better than most running backs.
Oh, and let me continue that with you because I like what you spotted there. That vision to see where the hole is going to be or where it won't be and make a move and a cut. To anticipate what the blocking is going to be downfield, read that and cut off of it. But how about his vision and understanding that once he made the move to running back, it was time to get in the weight room a little bit more, get stronger, get more physical. And he's breaking some tackles as well.
And speaking of that strength, it was the strength coach before the last game that told us he improved his squat by 100 pounds just in 3 months alone. That goes to show that lower body strength that he has.
Yeah.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A gain of 5. Good for a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Here's a throw that's taken
Yes!
out of the backfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. A 20-yard touchdown. And Michigan State tacks on to their lead. Tommy Mathis Matthews linking up with the other half of the dynamic duo for a nice touchdown pass and catch.
It almost felt like he essentially ran the ball downfield himself and handed it to him, didn't it? Their connection is so good, dating all the way back to their high school days. Even though roles are reversed now, it is fun to watch.
Yeah, we sat with him yesterday, and we had one of those interviews in the private room, so they were really opening up about this being their last game together. It's kind of bittersweet, but I guess, Charles, it's one of those things where we need to enjoy it while we can still watch it.
Yeah, but one can dream. Can they both be drafted by the same NFL team?
Yeah.
Can they be drafted by the same NFL
Maybe
team?
the story will live on a little further with this.
God, please no.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, it's Foster. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 3rd down, Lynch. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him as it is. Will go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over.
Right,
with
gun.
a new set of downs.
Tight. We'll try that
Offense
pass
back out there
again.
at the line, ready for their next drive. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Pushing it. There he goes, right side.
Well, how about that?
For Michigan State touchdown. And Charles, we talked about it earlier, their last game together, and now a 2nd touchdown connection between the dynamic duo.
And I love the fact that in preparation for this game, you thought that they would have a big game together, and you're right so far. 2 touchdowns, and think about it this way. Both of them get a football each for their trophy cases at home. And didn't one of them tell us before the game that if there's a 3rd, they were sending it back to the high school? Is that accurate?
Yeah, Tommy Matthews was joking with us after that interview we had. He said if he gets that 3rd, you're right, he's shipping it right back to the high school to put it in the trophy case. We'll see if it comes to fruition. And this carries into the end zone.
Well, it sounds like I have to score another touchdown.
The drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up at the 31.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
1st and 10, and they've got 3
Oh,
tight
what's
ends
this
out
going
there.
on?
Jumbo package look. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball,
Yeah, completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that
happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Things looking pretty good on the scoreboard. They're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go.
And that is caught.
There we go.
Michigan State. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I think they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A shotgun handoff now. Foster. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Lynch.
0 for 6.
The pressure getting to Lynch.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Taken from just outside the 30. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
At their own 45-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The 50-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13, and that'll give them a first down.
warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go to the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game. Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And he will take this in for a
Touchdown.
Touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. So he's able to take it in, Charles, for his first rushing touchdown of the evening.
Yeah, congratulations to him. But right now, I'm thinking like an NFL GM or a personnel guy. I'm watching his development as a runner, and boy, oh boy, am I thinking to myself, can I get him, really continue to mold him, and make him an even better player on the next level, because I can run halfback options with him, and by the way, he could be my emergency quarterback. Could open up a roster spot for me as well.
Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, this game started off
Let's just be frank. They're playing
aggravating, not being able to figure out how to change the plays. Eventually I figured out that I could right-click the mouse button on the play thing up at the top to be able to manually change it.
Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2nd and 10. It's Lynch again. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
You got to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
But a running touchdown?
They've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
At the 10-yard line.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, +3. I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Let's chew off some time.
They'll try to run for on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take
That's it.
For the Michigan State touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And these guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but
Get
this
after
one's not
him.
going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me,
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Oh, poor quarterback.
Second down.
Game over. 49-3. That's a popular score for my games.
Kids, and it all culminates here in the Big Easy. They are the national champions. So that truly a champion's performance. Weapons galore on the offensive side of the football, and they finish things off in style as they will be crowned the champions of the college football world.
Hey, you know, it was really great what you did.
What do you mean?
I know you could have gone to the draft last year, but instead you risked everything to come back here and help us. It means a lot to me, man.
Hey, we've been through it all together, man. You know I love you like a brother. So, are you feeling thankful enough to finally admit that I'm Batman?
Come on, let's not get carried away now. But hey, I will admit, you're no Robin.
Okay. Well, at least there's that.
Superman.
Soups.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I can work with that.
Yeah, you know, he's Batman's equal, his biggest rival. And even though they battle it out from time to time, they always wind up back as close friends.
I'm Superman, and he's
Definitely
Batman.
work with that.
I like that.
But hey, just in case you ever go stepping out of line, you should know that I always keep an extra thing of kryptonite on me at all times.
You might need that in the NFL against me. No cap.
Well, that was certainly a college career for the ages. And it was my honor to be there with you guys through that part of your journey. And I just want to thank you for taking us through that. Now, we're closing in on another critical chapter, the NFL Combine.
So, the NFL Combine, I spent so much time preparing for it, but some things you can't ever really say you're ready for. That's how the week felt to me.
Some reports are suggesting you may switch back to quarterback. Are you declaring running back? So I've decided that's where I'm going to stay in the NFL. As you step out onto the field for the first time, a lot of teams will I'm probably going to let fate decide. However, that's probably going to be the next episode. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. And until the next time, all, peace.